Welcome, race fans, here to the Texas Motor Speedways. We are getting ready for NASCAR XFINITY Series qualifying here at the Texas Motor Speedway. It is the O'Reilly Auto Parts 300. I'm Eric Burton here in the booth here to give you coverage of qualifying for the 7th race of the 2016 XFINITY Series season. We have 42 entries this weekend, meaning that only 40 will, or meaning two drivers will have to go home because it will be a 40-car field on Friday night. A couple of drivers are already leaving pit road. You see three go-homers right there. Benny Gordon in the 66, Harrison Rose in the 13, and Mike Harmon in the 74. Round number one has already begun. We're under 14 minutes remaining now. Now, what's going to happen is round number one will be having all 42 cars on track. They will all go out, take as many laps as they can on track. They have unlimited track time in round number one, and the goal is to get themselves a good enough lap to be inside the top 12. The top 12 will then transfer over into the final round of qualifying, round number two, and that's where we will see the driver who will win the pole. Right now, Benny Gordon, the number 66. Right now, a 45.455 on lap number one. Benny Gordon is a go-homer. But this car was pretty good in practice, so I believe he'll be okay. Behind him is Chris Buescher. You're the defending champion right now, 14 points out of the point lead. And Buescher will complete his first lap. Right up ahead is the number 17 of Ryan Ellis, another go-homer for Rick Ware Racing. Right now, their slowest go-homer right now, Ryan Ellis. The number 20 of Matt Kenseth on track, the guy who almost won at Daytona earlier this year in that three-wide battle with Brad Keselowski and Darrell Wallace Jr. Kenseth got third in that race, and he's not raced ever since, really. This 20 car and Joe Gibbs Racing has been on fire the past 4 weeks. Joe Gibbs Racing, they have won the last 4 races here in 2016. Denny Hamlin won at Las Vegas. Kyle Busch went to Victory Lane at Phoenix. Eric Jones at California. And then last weekend, Hamlin won again at Martinsville. So, right now, Brad Keselowski and Kyle Larson, the only two other drivers who have won this year that are not on the Joe Gibbs Racing stable. And here's your, right now, Eric Jones. Already got a win in 2016 and will most likely be running for the Xfinity Championship. Right now, 14th quickest. He got his first career win right here 1 year ago. Now, there was some big news over the past week regarding the races in this mock season. We've had a lot of requests for me to do green-white checkers to finish the races because people, of course they don't like races ending under yellow. I don't either. So what we have decided to do is that this weekend we will have green-white checkers. If needed, we will have at least one attempt. And should we see another yellow, we will go to another attempt. And then if we see another yellow, we will go to another attempt. And not sure what will happen after 3 attempts. But hopefully we will not we will not have to use a green-white checker. Here's a side-by-side battle. The number 7 rookie Josh Berry behind the wheel. In that Speedco Chevrolet right now, he is 14th quickest. Elliott Sadler right now 28th in that 43 car. John West Townley, the number 25 right now. This team has had a pretty good start of the year inside the top 15 in points. Michael Self and the number 0 rookie of the year contender, 17th in point, or 17th on the board, and he's around 14th in points. Rookie of the year contender Brandon Jones had a great run last weekend at Martinsville, scored a top 10 finish in that number 2 car. Right now he is inside the top 10 in points. Brendan Poole making his 4th start of the year in that 42 car, and then he got your 2014 champion, Chase Elliott, in that number 88 car. Elliott right now a 27.360 on his 7th lap. He just ran his best lap, and he just went to the top of the board. Elliott won here 2 years ago. The last 2 years we have seen a first-time winner in the series win in this race. Chase Elliott and Eric Jones. Some guys who could possibly do that on Friday night. You got guys like Daniel Suarez, Darrell Wallace Jr., Ryan Truex, Brendan Jones, Cole Custer. A lot of good names who could get their first career win this weekend. And a win would be huge for those drivers because they would be most likely getting a spot in the playoffs. Sadler has picked it up 19th quickest. Blake Cook, the number 8 on track. Leaving pit road now, the 14 of J.J. Yaley, making the second start at TriStar Motorsports. This team is still looking for a sponsor and driver, and there has been some rumors going around that Dakota Armstrong will be driving this car at Talladega with Winfield as the sponsor. So Armstrong will most likely be joining the team in a couple of weeks at Talladega. David Starr at a 44, Ross Chastain in the 4, Derek Coop in the 70, right now 30th quickest in that number 70 car. Cole Witt 31st, Daniel Suarez 9th, Austin Dillon is right now 2nd quickest. The bottom 2 drivers right now, they are Morgan Shepherd and the 15, that is Cody Ware. Here's Cody Ware, and he has not really had a clean lap yet. He's right now 42nd quickest. He just ran his best lap, but he is still 42nd quickest. There's Benny Gordon, Ryan Truex, Ty Dillon, Brad Keselowski, 24th quickest. Gonna get behind Ty Dillon, trying to get a little draft off the number 3. Right now, Ty Dillon up to 5th quickest right now. Brad Keselowski, last time by, now he got a good draft off the 3 of Ty Dillon, and he is now 2nd quickest, a 27.392 to Chase Elliott's 27.360. Right now, the 15 of Cody Ware. He must pick it up if he wants to make the show. Right now, he's got a little bit more clean air. He's got a little bit more free track all to himself, and he just picked it up to 41st quickest last time by for Cody Ware. That's still not fast enough to make the show. Right now, Mario Gosselin in that number 92 car, a 28.966 to a 28.981. That is how they stand between Mario Gosselin and the 15 of Cody Ware. And now Gosselin picked it up to a 28.787, and Ware has now picked it up to a 28.905. So it's going to be close. See if now Ware is getting a little bit of a draft off the 2 guys ahead of him, Benny Gordon and Dylan Kwasniewski. Dylan Kwasniewski right now 30th quickest, and this could very well help the 15 and Cody Ware. As Keselowski enters pit road, Ware jumps up to 40th quickest. So now Cody Ware is in, Mario Gosselin is out. So now the 92 car will have to regroup, maybe have to come down pit road and try to give it another go. Cole Custer will come down pit road, and Gosselin, I believe he may have been one of those drivers who got a good lap from a big pack ahead, because drafting will come into play and will very well help your lap. James Bush is the last guy inside that top 12. The guys who would move on. Now we talked about Cody Ware being on the bubble. Ahead of him is Derek White, Mike Harmon, Harrison Rhodes, Benny Gordon, Joey Gaze, and Ryan Ellis. That is 34th on down. Now let's take you to the top of the chart, which is where you will find the number 88, Chase Elliott. as Brendan Poole now inside the top 10. Chase Elliott is currently first at a 27.360, and I believe he's on pit road. No, well, he was, but he's now leaving pit road, and he's now coming onto the track. Chase Elliott picking up where he left off at the end of 2015, on a roll, getting top 10 finishes, but now Elliott, a Cup Series Rookie of the Year contender, no longer running for points, as the guy who he battled hard for the championship 1 year ago, Chris Buescher, just went by him. Chris right now second quickest. He's ran now 18 laps, and then number 60, Advocare Ford. Third quickest is where you will find the number 22 of Brad Keselowski. Team Penske driver right now a 27.392. Fourth quickest is another Cup driver, Austin Dillon. Still looking for his first win of 2016. Won 4 times 1 year ago in that number 33 car. And rounding out your top 5 is another Cup Series driver, Matt Kenseth, in the 20. He's right now running behind his teammate Eric Jones, and they possibly could be getting a little bit of drafting help from that 52 Joey Gates. Let's see what they post at the line, if I can get to them. And Jones 13th, but Kenseth 5th quickest. Right now, also inside the top 10, in 6th place is Ty Dillon. He is on pit road. Darrell Wallace Jr., 7th quickest. And then you got 8th, which is Brendan Poole. A nice lap by the 42 of Brendan Poole. And 9th quickest will be the 16 of Ryan Reed, who's had a pretty good lap. And he's had a pretty good car all weekend long. This car has really shown some speed this weekend. Right now, Ryan's showing that he has a good car by being top 10 on the scoreboard. And running out your top 10 is the 18, Daniel Suarez. You know, talking about guys who could possibly get their first career win. Why not another Joe Gibbs Racing driver to make it 5 in a row in the series? Why not Daniel Suarez? Right now, he got his first career truck win last weekend at the Paperclip. And he can very well get his first career Xfinity win this weekend. And the other 2 drivers inside the top 12, James Buescher and the 7 of Josh Berry. And Cody Ware, I don't know what he was doing. He's like, his last lap was like 2 minutes. Right now, Cody Ware is still locked in. The bottom 2 remain Mario Gosselin and Morgan Shepherd. They would go home. Michael Self, a Rookie of the Year contender right now at 22nd. As somebody just jumped up, and that's the 00 of Cole Custer. Custer now inside the top 10, under 2 minutes remaining here in qualifying. So Cole Custer in the top 12, and that's bumped out his teammate Josh Berry. So Custer up to 6, and he's let's see, he is second of the Xfinity regulars. Custer had a great run at Martinsville, but has yet to get a top 10 in 2016. One of our Rookie of the Year contenders, replacing Chase Elliott in the number 9 car, with his team changed numbers, obviously, to 00. Behind him, Ryan Truex, 16th, and we have just gotten word that we are now under 50 seconds remaining. So the cutoff line to make it into the top 12, a 27.519. That is set by James Buescher. Daniel Suarez barely hanging on. Josh Berry, Brendan Gaughan, Eric Jones, Ryan Truex, Brendan Jones, Ryan Sieg, Elliott Sadler, and John West Townley. And then to make the show, Cody Ware, Mario Gosselin, Morgan Shepherd, there's Benny Gordon, and now who's going to be able to cross the line and complete their lap? These guys will have one more shot. Same with these guys back here. And that will be it of the guys. These guys right here, they did not make the line. So I believe Cody Ware will be the last guy to complete a lap Joey Gase, Ty Dillon. And it appears Gosselin and Shepard will be the two guys heading to the house as round number, if I can get to them. Round number 1 is over, and that is how they look right now. Chase Elliott, Chris Buescher, and Brad Keselowski, your quickest 3 here in round number 1. And you saw right there, Eric Jones jumped up to 13th right at the very last moment. And the 2 drivers who will not make the show, it appears to be Mario Gosselin and Morgan Shepherd. So that is all here for round number 1. We will take you to round number 2 when we come back here to Texas Motor Speedway. Welcome back here to Texas as we are bringing in coverage of NASCAR XFINITY Series qualifying for the O'Reilly Auto Parts 300. We are now beginning round number 2 of qualifying. Here are the drivers who failed to advance in the round number 2, being led by California winner Eric Jones. He fails to advance. Josh Berry, Brendan Gaughan, Ryan Truex, among those who failed to advance. And then the 2 drivers who did not qualify, Mario Gosselin and Morgan Shepherd, they failed to qualify. Now here we will find out who will win the pole. Brad Keselowski on track now. He will begin his first lap. Brad Keselowski, your Daytona winner. And then he got another 4 driver on track. The number 1 of James Buescher, a Roush Fenway Racing driver. And it appears all 4 of the Roush drivers made the top 12. This team has been on the roll this weekend. Chris Buescher's been fast. Ryan Reed's been fast. James Buescher's been fast. Darrell Wallace Jr., he's been fast. Buescher bumped down to 2nd as he 22 goes to the top of the chart. Brad Keselowski, 27.937. Cole Custer entering the track now. Made the top 12, and now he will run for the pole as James Buescher has topped Keselowski now, a 27.842 for the number 1. And now Keselowski crosses the line, 27.647 for the number 22. Now Custer will begin his lap. Chris Buescher begins his lap. Ryan Reed completes his first lap, 3rd quickest for the number 16. And now Suarez, Darrell Wallace Jr. James Buescher picks it up, but not enough to knock the 22 off the top spot. Darrell Wallace Jr. almost won a truck race here back in 2014. Daniel Suarez. Now Wallace is getting a pretty good draft off the 18 of Daniel Suarez. Will that give the number 6 a advantage? About to find out as he puts his first lap on the board. 4th quickest for Darrell Wallace, and that is a pretty good gap from the 18 to the 6. That could really benefit that number 6, but you might want to get just a little bit closer if he really wants this to work out. Right now, Daniel is 3rd quickest. Darrell is now 5th as Austin Dillon has gotten in the middle of those 2 right now, 4th on the board. What about this time, Suarez? Darrell Wallace goes to the top of the chart like that. Darrell Wallace Jr. now quickest at a 27.557. So his strategy worked out pretty well. And now Austin Dillon is on the outside of the front row. And now look at this. Ty Dillon is right behind the 42 of Brendan Poole. And we can see the same thing that what we saw with Wallace and Suarez. I think this right here is what is going to determine the pole center, as Suarez was able to jump up and down to 2nd. But quickly bumped down to 3rd as Austin Dillon moved back inside the top 2. Brendan Poole, 8th quickest, Ty Dillon 3rd. So Dillon, 3rd quickest, right behind his older brother Austin. Chris Buescher up to 3rd quickest, and now Custer. Custer is getting a draft off of the 60. So Brad Keselowski quickly bumped down to 6th quickest as Ryan Reed is the slowest in this round. Darrell Wallace, Austin Dillon, and now Matt Kenseth, Daniel Suarez, and Chris Buescher. That is now your top 5. The bottom 2, they are James Buescher and Ryan Reed. Chase Elliott 10th, Brendan Poole 9th. but Darrell Wallace Jr. remains the quickest with 27 seconds remain. Now Austin Dillon to the top of the board. He's got a great draft off the one of James Busher. So now Austin Dillon is the quickest guy. And Matt Kenseth now, not forgetting about him, he's behind Chase Elliott. Now this will be the end. This will be Matt's final lap as the clock is running out. And Wallace to the top of the board. Now, whoever crosses the line now, their laps will not count like Elliott and Kenseth. There's a lot of lag. Holy crap. Having some technical difficulties right now. But Chris Buescher comes across the line. He does not pick it up. Neither does Cole Custer. Ryan Reed does not pick it up. Darrell Wallace and Suarez. So that will end qualifying right here for round number 2 of the NASCAR XFINITY Series at Texas. And your pole sitter, Darrell Wallace Jr., picks up his first pole of 2016 here in the O'Reilly Auto Parts 300. He was able to get the pole away from Austin Dillon, Matt Kenseth, and Daniel Suarez will be your top for a Joe Gibbs Racing row number 2. And then you got Chase Elliott, who was quickly able to get up inside the top 5 in the 88. Now he'll start 5th. Chris Buescher, Ty Dillon, Brad Keselowski, Cole Custer, and Brennan Poole. And then James Buescher and Ryan Reed, the 2 Roush guys, will complete the top 12. Alright, so that is all here from not Martinsville. I had to say that like so many times last weekend. But thank you for joining us here at Texas. Next up on this channel will be Xfinity Racing here from Texas. Now, if you want to see this NASCAR XFINITY Series starting grid for the documented 400, just go on the website, go on the Sprint Cup race results tab, be right there for you to check out. So that is all here from Texas, and we will see you for the O'Reilly Auto Parts 300 race. Goodbye, everyone.